Now it is finally the offseason for my Texas Longhorns. Hook 'em, by the way. We've lost in the semifinals. And the truth of the matter is, now that I'm a little bit far removed from it, the Texas Longhorns did not lose in the semifinals because of talent. And that is a plus. I feel like for years when we were bad, it was a talent issue. Now it is no longer a talent issue. It is a coaching issue. And the coaches have to call the right plays, and we need to do things that make sense. But I will leave that for another day. Trust me, that video is coming. Don't you even worry about it. But this video is because I have been behind on making transfer portal videos for the Texas Longhorns because we were playing football. And so now that it's in the offseason, I actually wanted to take time to talk about the people that we've gotten in the transfer portal and to give a little bit more context as far as that is concerned. Now, obviously, I follow Colorado football and I watch Texas Longhorn football. Colorado football is not in the same place the Texas Longhorn football program is at, so I will not look at them the same. I am only going to focus on trenches and linebackers for Colorado, but for Texas, I'm focusing on everything. Because the truth is, at this point, Texas just needs to stock talent. We need to get more talent in because a lot of our talent is going to the NFL. And so when you have talent going to the NFL, you have to keep replenishing that talent. And I believe that the transfer portal should be used as almost like sides, right? Your main course, in my opinion, should not come from the transfer portal. You should get the transfer portal. The transfer portal you should be used for side dishes, meaning in real life, if you have a main dish, you'll be fine with the main dish. However, the sides are usually the things that kind of spruce up the meal. The sides are like the mac and cheese and the French fries. And so Texas is at a place right now where they've built their program very well. We have a ton of talent. We're doing very well with high school recruiting. We're doing very well developing. We're starting to really build this thing. And so now it is about plugging in a little pieces here and there that can help us. To me, that means getting better at defensive line, and that is because a lot of our defensive line guys for the past 2 years are going to be going to the NFL. Obviously, anytime you can get linebackers and then anytime you can just get in talent, Texas needs to go get the talent. I don't care where they're at because that's where we're at. We have a ton of talent. Go get more talent. Let the coaches figure it out. So that is where I'm at. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the things that Texas has done in the transfer portal because I haven't done it yet, which is kind of funny that I totally just skipped out this piece because I was talking about and thinking about them playing their games. So let me get into this video and talk about all the different people that Texas has gotten so far in the transfer portal. Spoiler, it's really only been 4 people, but I'm still going to talk about them on the other side of this. The funny thing about this right now is Texas fans don't know how to feel. As of the recording of this video, we haven't had any guys enter their transfer portal that are going to leave the team and go play for someone else, but a lot of players are currently declaring for the draft. And so for years, we weren't very good, and so we forgot what it feels like to be good, and we forgot what it feels like to lose players to the NFL. I think last year, like 11 or 13 players got drafted from Texas's team. This year, it might be more or whatever, around the same number. And so as fans, we have to get used to letting people go and rotating in and bringing in new people. This is why you have top 5 high school classes, is so that you can develop talent, and more talent will come and they will leave next year. And the year after that, more people will come and they will continue to leave. So it's just kind of funny to see where we're at as a fan base right now, because every time we get another like NFL declaration, we're like, but the truth is we should actually be really excited that that's the maturity of our program, and that our talent is that good that we're able to send that many people that can go declare for the NFL draft. So shout out to this Texas program. Shout out to the coaching staff for recruiting talent. I will never knock this program for being able to recruit talent. One thing this program can do right now is recruit talent. So I will give them that. So having said all of that, let me get into the 4 guys that we have gotten out of the transfer portal. So the first guy that we've gotten on the transfer portal is Brad Spence. He is a linebacker, 6'2", 238. Good pickup. Again, anytime you can go get a linebacker, I don't care. Go get him. I want talent. Get anyone and everyone you can get at talent. The other things that are going to make me very happy is anytime we get a defensive tackle. Go get them. Go get them. I don't care where they're at. I don't care anything. Go get them. So we were able to get Travis Shaw. He is a defensive tackle. He is 6'5", 330. Love that. The other guy we got is Cole Brevard, I think is how you say his name. He's a defensive tackle. He is 6'3", 333 pounds. I know that's right. Love that. And then we got a punter. I'm going to be honest here and say, You know what? I don't want to say I don't care about the punter. Like, I do care about the punter. You know what? Go get the talent. If he can punt the ball and have a better hang time than our previous punter, amen to him. Shout out to him. But I will say one thing. Texas better go get a damn kicker. Texas better go get freaking BYU's kicker. Texas better go tamper with somebody's kicker and go get a kicker. Because, my goodness, if I have to sit another year and watch Bert Auburn again not make field goals, no. We have to go get a ticker. We have to go get a kicker. The University of Texas has to go get a kicker. So that is the one thing I will say is this special teams has to get better. So if we get a kicker out of the transfer portal, I will celebrate that kicker like you would not believe, especially if he has a record of making field goals. So Texas needs to fix their special teams. If I could say there was a side of the ball that needs to be fixed that wasn't coaching, because some of Steve Sarkisian's coaching decisions are getting a little wonky for me, I would say that it has to be special teams. Our special teams has to be better next year. I don't know how we survived having such a sketchy special teams. And to be honest, we really didn't survive because we should have won the SEC championship if we would have had a kicker. But again, season is over. I'm just saying we need to get better at special teams and we need to do better in that aspect. So having said all of this is kind of how I feel about where Texas is at right now. I need them to stay the course. I am hoping that nobody enters their transfer portal, although I wouldn't be shocked if 3 to 6 people entered the transfer portal. That's kind of what I'm guesstimating right now. I think as of this recording, there's only 9 people from Texas that have entered the transfer portal, and I don't believe any of them have been any surprises yet. So this is what it feels like to have a program that has competed in back-to-back years. We are a good football team. We are a good program. And I know all year everybody was having this whole Arch Ewers conversation. Guess what? Now this is Arch Manning's team. Assuming that Arch Manning is going to be here and assuming that all of that's going to work. All the things that everybody said last year about play Arch is better, Arch is this, Arch is that. This is about to be Arch's team. So we will be able to prove if Arch does not take the University of Texas past the semifinals, the question will be asked, were we in a better position with Ewers? I don't know the answer to that question. And I don't know if Arch is going to be able to take us further than the semifinals because the only way you can go after the semifinals is to the finals. And so if we are in the college football national championship game next year, everybody will have been right in that we should have played Arch a long time ago. If Texas is not in the national championship game next year, then it kind of begs the question of what should we have done sooner? Again, I'm not here to say I think yours is better than Arch. I would never say that. I am just saying that sometimes we as people have conversations about things because we think we know what's better, but we're not there. We're not seeing it every day. We're not really embedded in the team. So it's going to be interesting next year to see what this Texas team looks like and to see what happens. This year, in my opinion, was the year to win a national championship because our defense was so good. That offense was not good. That offense was a liability, and a lot of that is on Sark. So I am going to end this video here though, and I promise you I will have a Texas autopsy video. That sounds really daunting. I will have a Texas season in review video that I will release, and I will talk about some things that I think went wrong this year in the sense of these are fixable things. Some things you can't fix. Some things are going to be what they're going to be. But I am looking for Texas to continue to build, to continue to get great talent, and to continue to get better. That is my expectation. And I hope that we continue to stay in this transfer portal. I hope we find a way to get a tackle out of the transfer portal. That would be tremendous. It's funny. Colorado needs a tackle. Texas needs a tackle. Texas needs a tackle very bad. And I hope that we're able to get a tackle. I don't know if it's like very bad or if I just feel like we need a tackle. That's assuming that the tackle that we have right now declares. Obviously, Kelvin Banks has already declared. And so we'll see what happens with that. But I will end this video here. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. At the end of the day, Texas is right where I need them to be. They have been to the semifinals 2 consecutive years. And I am not going to sit up here and say that that is not a great feat because a lot of teams, a lot of programs would love to be Texas right now as opposed to their team's programs. So I will go ahead and end this video here. I will stop rambling. As always, hook 'em.